Or, ow. That's the finger I smashed on a rock.
So much better than stock. Hey subscribers, last week's trip was pretty intense and honestly it took me a couple of days before I could even look at the footage. The video is going to be delayed a few days, but here's a preview. Alrighty. Dry mouth. So right now I'm going to slow things down a bit. Going to do a little project here. Okay, so what I got here, Metalcloak bump stops. These things are supposed to be amazing. They're supposed to soften the blow when you bottom out. So I'm going to stick these in today. The boring part. Doo-doo-doo. Got to disconnect the shock and the sway bar so I can just droop the axle way out. Ugh. So glad it's not raining today. There are people who are so slick at this stuff. They always make it look like effortless and a 2-second job. It's like every bolt fights you though in reality. With the shock disconnected, with the sway bar link on the other side disconnected, I'm hoping that this side of the axle will droop so far that I can actually get the spring out. Ooh, that is excitingly close. Ta-da! I've never used these before, so the safety pins don't actually go in all the way. That's kind of funny. There's not even enough room to get a socket over that thing. Is there a better way? Okay, so after some tedious amount of time later cranking on these things, I'm gonna pull out this foam mushroom that Dodge Chrysler Jeep thinks is a piece of automotive equipment. We're about to put in my very first Metalcloak piece. The reason I've been nervous about removing these is because they were put in with self-tapping screws, courtesy of Rubicon Express, and I just have no idea if they're really going to go back in again properly. That's not a good sound. It's what bolts sound like when they're breaking. Or, ow. Oh. That's the finger I smashed on a rock. And I just reopened it. Oh, it's so painful. Oh, God. Oh, oh, seriously. Oh. 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 Why are you filming this? Oh, God. Ah. Oh. And it wasn't a cut, it's like it got crushed, so it burst and bled, not cut and bled. And I just mashed it again. I gotta go inside and wash this off. Okay, there we go. To resume. Grease it, try again. Oh, there's a limiter in there. So it doesn't actually go as deep as I thought it did. Come on. Yes. Do I want some smoothie? Yes. Daughter's making me smoothie. Would the cameraman like some smoothie too? I feel like that's it. Boy, that is way taller than the old one.
Do you want one? Here, Dad.
Oh, thank you, dear. Cheers. Smoothie break. And now I have to get a socket on that and to release the spring clamps and then, you know, work it in through the, yes, possible, easy, no. Metalcloak, you tell me, is it worth it? That finger hurts. Oh, no, it doesn't fit on there. Come on. Really? Oh, did I sneak in one of these in there? No, I didn't. How did I do this last time? I just had to find a ratchet that was nice and low profile, something that I could get through these prison bars. There we go. Schofield. People used to call me Schofield. Only when I lived in China though, because, I mean, in China people felt like I looked enough like that actor. That it was really the hair more than anything. Okay. Oh, what a pleasure. Das ist und gut. My mistake, it is supposed to go in further, but fortunately, with everything out of the way, I can get it to go. I'm gonna put the wheel back on, but basically, the other side should take about half as long because I kind of know what I'm doing now. All of this made more aggravating because I can't use my index finger. You're out, you're out, you're out, you're out. Yeah, that's the really crusty one that I found. I'm gonna see if I can do most of this without the spring compressor because that would be an awesome step to skip. Just want an ocean of WD-40 in there. Okay, puzzles. But now that I have a tool to put that bump stop back in easy, it's like, oh, no problem. I need a hammer that's like 5 times heavier than this. Get in there. That goes on there. So happy. Don't have to mess around with all that spring compressor stuff. Did I say twice as fast? Like try 4 times as fast. You want me to say peachy again?
That was cute.
I think I read too many Archie comics when I was a kid or something. It's like peachy. Did I actually have that in my vocabulary as a man? This one doesn't want to go in straight. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick a pliers handle across there, and then I'm gonna try and raise the suspension to sort of force this thing to just pop in. Anything happening? A little bit. Basically it's in. It's not as in as the other one. If it falls out, it'll be captured by the spring, so I'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, the next big bump I hit is just gonna slam it right into its proper seating. So I'm gonna call that done. Gonna button up the little sway bar link here. Okay, I admit, that's not safety conscious. I'm gonna do both rear wheels at the same time. We don't need to worry about taking springs off here. We just pull that out. Just the most delicate of touches with the impact gun, to be fine-tuned with a torque wrench. So the bump stops are now in, and I'm gonna go test them at Triangle Beach, see if they make any difference.
Whoa.
It's this thing here.
Oh,
It's this kind of bumpy thing, and I want to go kind of fast on
so
here.
can I just go up there?
I would have you go to the end and film me going by, right?
Okay.
So you want to jump out and go to the end like so much better than stock. The stock feels like you're just slamming into a toolbox. This feels like, yeah, it's at the bottom, but it's okay. What's the matter?
Sand in my shoe.
Yeah, so should we just ride around for a little bit now that we know everything's working?
Don't go that fast.
It's too fast?
Yeah. Slowly. Okay. Ooh.
Those look fun. Wow, those are, I like those bump stops. Those are good.
Your phone fell into my lap.
Yeah, but man, like it wasn't a hard smack. It was like we were bouncing
Can we go
off.
slower, please?
Okay. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and this is what's happening next episode. It's so funny how on camera, like you just don't get how much of a ledge that is. Yeah, it's like Annie's shoulder height. Alrighty. Dry mouth. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh my God.